All right, Shalom. We give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings and salutations to you, sincere Akim out there pushing the truth across the four corners of the earth. All right. Shalom to you sisters out there listening and learning as well. I'm the brother Shaman, Great Millstone, Chicago. And here it is again, man. One of the stars of heaven, if you even want to call him that. Because the guy, he was a rapper. He had one hit. But he was known. Another one of these little drill niggas. All right, and he got drilled. All right, and this goes to show you, man, the Lord is not playing with you Jakes. All right, who live this lifestyle, who try to make money off this lifestyle and try to, put that out there as something to do. All right, and misleading our people and making our people just look crazy. All right, and this is because especially as a young man in the truth, I'm 27, but one of the things that's been that Esau did away with was they took away. As scriptures say, they showed no favor to the old nor young. So even if you were young, you're a target. All right, in this kingdom, you're a target. Even if you're old, you're still a target. They don't show any respect, But then they don't show any respect to our older, elderly people. You see all the games and the stuff that they're doing with Social Security, and they change the age and they keep raising it and keep raising it. They don't care. All right. Hey, and one of the things, like I was saying though, that was done away with is having elders around you. All right. Just like, in the world, you got your OGs, you got your people who've been there, done that, who can kind of give you the game. Well, what these niggas do, Latino, Native American, and black people, these older guys, they're telling Jake all of the wrong shit to do and then how to do it, without getting caught. All right. And that's not the way to be, man. And this just goes to show you, because the Lord been taking these rappers out, man, especially these young niggas out one by one by one by one. And it's for a reason. It said, this is Proverbs 1:1. It said, the Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding. And, we go out in the highways and byways, we try to reason with Jake. Jake just don't get it, or they don't want to get it, or, they're so busy looking for an image, they're so busy trying to look cool that you're not seeing, what's really in front of your face. You're not seeing the truth. You're not seeing what's really about to happen. All right, playing around. Like you got all these rappers, they were endorsing the different presidents and shit, embracing them and shit. All of that just for a look. They're not gonna do nothing for your people, man. But that's a subject for another lesson. All right, verse 3, it said, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equity. Equity meaning uprightness. All right, being an upright man, being like they say, a stand-up guy. All right, where's the wisdom? Where's the judgment at, man? Where's the justice? All of these are important parts of, being a nation, and these things have been lost, man. You got niggas amongst us talking about only God can judge me. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm gonna do, what I want to do, how I want to do it. Let's be young and wild and free. All right, and that's something that's been done before, man. That's another thing Jake doesn't know. You're not doing anything that hasn't been done before. And where was it done at? It was done at all the places where we went captive. All right, Babylon, all the heathen nations, man. They got that little vibe to them, They don't understand, why they're doing stuff. This is verse 4, though. To give subtlety to the simple. All right, yeah, you come in this truth, you think you know something because you memorize a couple of scriptures, you listen a little bit. All right, but then when it gets to the subtle parts and the it's time to act on what you know and stuff, that's the real test. All right, when it's time to apply it and it becomes uncomfortable, that's the real test, man. And to understand, subtlety too, man, controlling your emotions. The scriptures say what? Mistress woman should bring forth monsters. And a lot of these jakes, man, when this shit hits off, and they pretending like they're a soldier, they pretending like they, they in the streets, a young warrior or whatever, which is nothing wrong with masculinity, but it's a balance to it. All right, you're gonna really be put to the test when the time of Jacob's trouble comes. All right, you really gonna see who's who, and guess what? Our people gonna show their horns too, and that's what's going on now, man. Jake going through it. All right, a lot of evictions are happening, a lot of family breakups, a lot of people, especially. That's why I say rise up, ye women that are at ease, for the vintage shall fail. Because when the food stamps and those programs get cut off, it's gonna get real cutthroat. All right, and all these other European countries, they're going into lockdown now. I'm pretty sure as soon as we get this election process out the way, it's probably coming down the pipe for us too. All right, so you gotta understand, man. Jake gotta understand and stop being so simple. To the young man, and this is the point, knowledge and discretion. All right, and that's something. You as a young man, that's why we all found the truth, man. Going on YouTube, you doing your information grab, trying to piece together things, figure things out, figure out the how to get out of this prison, as a young man, that you begin to understand that you're in. All right, and discretion, not knowing what to do, what not to do, where to be, where not to be. Discretion. Jake don't have no discretion, man. They want to be in the wrong place in the wrong time, and it's the wrong time for that. All right, it says a wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. And even, in the ancient world, you might have had some kings who, you had kings who were, I believe, one king, he was like 7 years old, the youngest king. All right, then you had other kings too who were young as well, but they still had elders around them. They still had wise counsel around them. All right, Rehoboam, he had wise counsel around him. He chose to ignore it, and then he chose to listen to some young man that it says he grew up with. All right, and that's the same as these rappers and all these little, so-called influencers, just a bunch of young niggas who grew up together who, they might have figured out how to make some money or scam or something. Now everybody wants to follow them, and there are no elders, talking about and giving out the knowledge and understanding of who we are. All right, but brothers who are in the know, we've been blessed to receive understanding and to receive, the instruction and the counsel of our elders, man. First and foremost, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. All right, and just like it says, man, a wise man is gonna hear. They're gonna listen to what you're saying. They're gonna increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain the wise counsel. All right, and these guys ain't doing that. This guy, this just goes to show you how dumb Jake is. Jacob, sit there, get on in the music game. Okay, you sign your deal, whatever. Now move out the hood. Now move away from the bullshit. Detach yourself from the shit. No, Jake wanna still be a millionaire, still, gang banging and going to other people's cities and, talking shit. They on the same bullshit that you on, but you trying to be, put your chest out. And this is what happens. How you got millions of dollars and you getting into shootouts, man? That just goes to show you, Jake can get that money and you still cursed. All right, but this is wisdom of Solomon too, because none of this is new. None of this is new under the sun. Start at verse 1. It said, "For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright." Right, they reason with themselves, but not aright. Our life is short and tedious, and in death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart. All right, which being extinguished, our bodies shall be turned to ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air. And our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance, and our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as the mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun, and overcome with the heat thereof. All right, and you can read the whole chapter. The whole chapter is excellent, given the mentality of, that what we call that YOLO spirit. You only live once. Carpe diem. All right, and this is something that people have been into, for thousands and thousands of years. But the scriptures also tells you, it's good to, in the chapter where it says it's good to worship famous men. And it also mentions, there are certain men who were righteous and upstanding men, but they're not even mentioned. All right, but ultimately the Heavenly Father sees you, and He sees, the honorable decisions that you made. And that's what it's about at the end of the day, man. The Lord is going to exalt you. The Lord is going to give you that crown. All right, and ultimately it's the Lord who gave us this truth in these end times now. All right, so, just want to put that out there, because we're in the time where, this is it, man. These stores are closing down. Everything that Jake is trying to, hoist up is being brought down. All of this stuff. All of this stuff. Let's see, what was I looking for? And this is Proverbs 16:31. The hoary head is a crown of glory if it be found in the way of righteousness. So you look at the apostles and elders, these men who, when I first saw them, they had, black hair. They were younger men, but now, they're getting up there and they have that hoary head. They've been through shit. They've been through it, man. They got that hoary head of wisdom. And not just regular gray hairs, because any old man is going to get gray hairs, but, there's, like it said, it's full of wisdom. All right, the glory of a young man is his strength. The glory of an old man is his wisdom. All right, call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rakakadash. Hey, this is the truth. This is the truth. Shalom.